headphones? No.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad, Rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters, welcome back. Now, I understand we've had a few technical glitches, which has meant people listening over the radio have not heard a lot of the program so far today, which is a huge shame because I'm your brother Muhammad Shafi from the City Retreat in Leicester, and I'm joined with Muhammad Yunus Vora, who is the chair of trustees at the City Retreat. Earlier today, we've had Ustad Muhammad Artan and a range of guests, including, and these are just the ones I've seen so far, Isa Christopher, and two young boys called Amari and Kareem, who all shared, and all three of these people I've mentioned, Isa Christopher, Amari and Kareem, are people who Allah has guided to Islam in various ways. Amari and Kareem are young 20-year-olds, and they took their shahada in the last few years, and they come from a Hindu community background. Isa Christopher, mashallah, tabarakallah, no one can call him a new Muslim. He's been a Muslim for decades. But he's someone with a story and a legacy spanning London and as well as Leicester, but also the Caribbean and the UK and various other parts of the world. He's got family in the States. And they're all sharing about their own journey and their story, and how the City Retreat is blessed to be to share a part of that story. So, and we wanted to share this because so many of our listeners in Leicester and around really maybe are yet to truly appreciate what an amazing resource the City Retreat is for, and it is, to have here in the community. But of course, we're not just about that aspect, and that's an enormous part of things. Da'wah and supporting brothers and sisters in their journey to Islam is such a fundamental one, but it's not the only aspect. We do so much for the Muslim community. So I'm going to ask Muhammad Vora, as our chair of trustees, to talk to us a little bit about some of these things, which of course is a conversation, so we'll talk to each other. Muhammad, assalamu alaikum wa
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Great to be here on the radio again.
Alhamdulillah.
1 year on, doesn't time fly?
Subhanallah. Just like that. And not just that, we're already into the last Ashara now, looking at the last Ashara of Ramadan. Subhanallah.
Okay, so I just wanted to reflect a little bit on what City Retreat is about. So obviously you haven't heard what we're about because we haven't been streaming live since 3 o'clock. So I think we might start all over again.
Yeah.
So I think one of the really key things that I want to touch on, and before we get onto it, is how are we trying to change the condition of our people, of our community? But let's go back and start talking about why City Retreat exists. So the City Retreat was established about 11 years ago now. So we're in our 11th year, possibly into 12th if you talk about, just talking about the actual initiative itself. And it was based on the model of the Prophet's Masjid, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, at the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Masjid was more than just a place for spiritual reflection. Okay, it was literally a place for physical, mental, and spiritual. It was catering for all three parts of the human condition,
and communal,
and communal. So, it was serving men, women, and children. When there was a problem in the community, the place you'd find the solution was the masjid. Okay, and I think we've lost that over a period of time, and I think people have realized that, because when we're in this situation where I feel like there's some diseases in society, such as social media, these vices that people have at their disposal, and I think it's ruining an entire generation. It's not only impacting our youth, but it's impacting our adults and the way we engage with each other. And I think there's something building up there inside us.
And what's it doing to families?
100%.
Ripping apart, the bond between parent and child, between siblings. You walk into, and this is across the world. Of course, it's a huge global problem. But you walk into family homes, your own relatives, walk into the living room, and 5 people are sat there, and each on their own device, and there's complete silence.
Yeah, 100%. And we need to change that. And the way we're going to change that is, remember, these things are now becoming our cognitive way of working, okay? Where people find these quick dopamine fixes by looking at these screens, right? And again, it's any generation now, I think, is going through that process. And actually, one of the things that I found in the last decade or so, how much misinformation is being spread. So, how do we get ourselves as a community out of that scenario, right? That's why we're here at City Retreat.
Yeah.
Okay? We're here to engage with you physically. We're here to bring you back to the Quran and Sunnah, to talk to you about how the Quran is helping us in our day-to-day lives live in the way we should be living.
Yeah.
Not living around these things, right? These devices, which is what we're doing now. We've literally lost the way we communicate with each other.
Yeah.
We can't have long conversations. Like in my house, I have a rule. Okay, firstly, you're not allowed to watch anything that's short because it affects your attention span. And there's no more than one device on in any room at any one point in time. So if you are watching a device, you are on something, because obviously we watch Islamic programs and whatnot, that you all should be centered and focused around that. And actually there are things that you can't be doing, like at the dinner table.
No.
There's no devices allowed, right? You're there, you talk, you're having dinner as a family.
Sure.
Now we're losing that over a period of time.
And you're right, because not only is, of course, there's a family dimension to this, there's intergenerational, but then as a community, if the places that we're accessing for our learning have become shorts, have become TikTok videos, and people have lost the sabr, the patience and the resilience to go and attend and sit through and learn, something from beginning to end, attending a structured program and a course and learning. And instead, we've picked something up, a 30-second clip, and now I'm going around and arguing with this person, saying, no, it's like this or it's like that, because I've seen a TikTok about it.
Yeah.
And that's spiritually devastating.
Yeah.
Subhanallah. And, you made a very good point, Muhammad, because also, what is the impact of this on if my attention span is limited, how do I focus in salah?
Yeah.
How can I read Quran for any length of time? How can I do dhikr if I have now been conditioned, unless every 7 seconds something's changing, I'm bored? This is robbing me of the ability, because the Quran is all about, it describes itself as dhikr. This is a remembrance, as well as knowledge, as well as history, as well as ahkam, law, fiqh, jurisprudence, all of this stuff. It's fundamentally, it's get back in touch again, reconnect spiritually and with your heart and soul through dhikr to your maker. And the Quran is an avenue for that. And everything in our deen, which is why so much of the Prophet's sunnah, from the minute you open your eyes in the morning, dhikr, to putting on your shoes, to stepping out of your house, to going to the bathroom, to eating breakfast, to everything that you do, into work, getting into your car, back in the day, getting onto your camel or donkey. All of this is accompanied by another way of connecting to Allah. Yeah. So we're constantly connected. Now we're disconnected spiritually because we're constantly connected to these things. So the retreat then offers a place to come back and put everything away and get back into connection.
It's meant to inspire you, right? So one of the overwhelming pieces of feedback, and I'm very surprised when I hear this feedback from our attendees. They feel like it's a home away from home. They come there and they feel a sense of
The Prophet said,
tranquility.
none of you have truly believed until you love for others as you love for yourself. So if you love the deen,
love the fact that I walk
you can pass it on to other people. We're at the Clock Tower. This is like an iconic place, isn't it, Riyaz?
Yep. Sitting there.
And as you know, this is where we come, we give dawah here.
That's what
the plan is, the Prophet said,
up
none of you truly believe until you love for others as you love for yourself. So if you love the deen,
3 o'clock. And
the Prophet said, none of you truly believed until you love for others as you love for yourself. So if you love the deen, you can pass it on to other people. We're at the Clock Tower. This is like an iconic place.
And I'm sure it's the
isn't it,
same in all of our masajid, alhamdulillah.
And as you know, this is where we come, we give dawah
one of the things
here.
that we really want to do was create a
And
space
the plan is to
that is
set up a dawah store
energetic and
permanently
buzzing
now,
spiritually,
with
but also
exhibitions at the City
intellectually
Retreat,
and
invite
that
people
creates
with wisdom and
communities,
fair preaching.
Why did
And
you
I've
create the
seen-
City Retreat?
I think I was telling
Well,
these guys
it was
in
for that
the
reason,
last
because
segment,
when I saw the
this Ramadan,
masajid
the
in
amount of shahadas we've had
Leicester,
at the City Retreat,
all over UK,
just last
most
night,
of them are
young
not dawah focused.
22-year-old girl from
In
Sister
2011,
Nottingham
when I came
took
to
her
Leicester,
shahada
we
herself
did some
2 months
dawah,
ago
we did some outreach,
in Nottingham,
etc.
and then looking
And then
around
we
thinking, where can I
decided,
access
look,
where I
if
can
we're going to
feel
do
part
this
of the
outreach
community?
and
And
this
although there are
dawah, we need a
masjids in
base
Nottingham, no doubt,
in
even
the
with
middle of the
sisters,
city centre.
facilities.
That's how
she felt somehow
we
drawn
got
to
this
the
building.
situation.
Where people
So
can
she's
pray
traveled.
on their own or collectively.
We've been running this centre.
City Retreat is an amazing
I still don't
centre.
understand
We do loads of activities
why that's the
here.
case.
So
Do
they
you?
range from
Well, I think I do. I think when I
pillars. So we've
see
got Islamic
what the
pillars, so
retreat
we do
offers,
Ramadan activities
I can see
here. We
why
have
from so many people's
iftars, we do
perspective, actually this
tarawih.
feels like a
We
family.
also
So then
have
what
our
I'm
sports and
struggling
education
with
pillars, so we
is
do
why
private
are
tuition.
other
We've got
organisations,
a
other
madrasa that's
centres
running at the
not
moment.
like that?
We
Because I don't
also
feel
do
like
junior
we've
golf
suddenly
sessions.
cracked
We've
some
just
code.
finished a course
Yeah.
of Chinese
We're
martial
going back
arts.
to like the
We
basics.
also
But you know,
got
actually,
this
you're right.
amazing
The
welcome
basics is
project, and the
14
welcome
centuries
project
away,
is there
right?
to support
Exactly.
refugees
And in
and
between,
asylum
there's been
seekers
lots of
integrate
incremental,
into
and then
British
there's
society.
cultural,
So
and
we do
there's
things like
societal, and the
English
norms
classes, how to write a
are
CV,
built.
how to
And so
apply
the
for a
idea
job.
of men and women being able to access the same space is just
originally
so
from
far-fetched,
Palestine,
even though
so
it's
I'm
exactly
really
what happened,
aware
14
of
centuries
And
ago.
do you know,
how
do you
the
know, believe it or not,
refugees
it's really
suffer
important that
and
we
what
set
it
this
means
precedent, you know, with
for
because
anyone to
I get my children asking me about this.
to feel the
Right, and
need for
especially in this
integration in a new
society where
place.
I
The
think there is
City
a
has
level
played
of
or has been
feminism
playing a
being
very
preached out there.
important role
You
since
know, my
it
kids ask
started
me,
here.
I am Syrian,
women allowed in every
and
masjid?
I came to
Oh, you
here
know, when you stopped outside that mosque
to
to go
this
and pray, why
center,
were we
and
not
this
allowed inside?
center
Yeah.
helps
You know, and
me
they
a
ask
lot
me these questions. Unfortunately,
with,
I don't have a positive answer
with
for all
everything.
of that. And that's
So
why we really do need
with
to change.
studying
Yes, and
and
you're so right. I
even
remember
my
when
driving
my
lessons,
now
so yeah.
she's 13, but when
So we
she's
managed
4
to
or
get
5 years
the
old,
Matalan building
and it's so
adjacent
normal
to
to
this
them
building
to come to the city retreat because
on
you know,
a charity
they're my
basis.
daughters, so they come.
Yeah.
And then when
that
I
we
had
can
to on occasion
utilise
say, "All right,
to
Uncle,
extend
can you guys
our
just sit in the car
services
with
to the
Mum?"
wider community.
They're very confused about this.
And
and
that
then they said,
at the
"But why
moment
aren't
is
we
being
allowed?"
used for
I
Jummah.
didn't know how to explain to it that in a way that a 4-year-old, 5-year-old could understand. I said, well, you know, some places they don't really have the space, which is hard to say when the masjid is, you know, mashallah, many times
And
larger
very
than
important
wanna,
project.
And we're talking about a
It
lot of
came
things here, and I
to
just
be
want to make sure
realized
that,
when
you know,
the
to our
Muslims in the
listeners,
city thought
you know,
they needed something
you're
where diverse
engaging with
people
this,
from,
right? So
Muslims
if
can
you've
come
got
together.
some questions or you've got some experiences,
This center is
yourself
good.
of
Why?
City Retreat,
Because it's more
you can
turned
call
to
into the radio station. The
all the
studio
people
line is
revert in Islam,
0116
and we have a lot of revert in Leicester.
4822
It's a nice big place.
And you can
It's a
send us
space
an
for everyone
SMS
to
message
pray.
on
It's not just for a certain type of
077
person. We have space for women. We have space
we
here
are
for
streaming
men,
live on
and
Ramadan.
there's even space for children
If you're
if
listening in
they're
your car,
with
you're
their
listening at
parents.
home,
City Retreat
and
is
you've
more
got some
like
stories to tell us, please do ring in. We'd
accepting
love
of
to hear
everyone.
from you.
You'll see people from
So,
all
in
nationalities.
short, we're here today to talk about the City
Muslims.
Retreat.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just
we are
very
here to
accepting.
talk about.
I can't explain how
but
important
we're also
it
here
is,
to ask something from you.
this
Yes,
place
of course.
And we're
is
asking.
what I feel like a masjid should be. It's a community centre.
work
It's a
that we
hub
do.
for people who want to know about Islam. It's a hub for community.
We here at the City Retreat want to become the #1 place for dawah in the Midlands area. And for us to facilitate that goal and that dream, we need about £500,000.
It should help the center because they help a lot the people really in need. So yeah, I advise the people to come and help them here.
So it's really, really important that you help us, support us in the vision that we've got here. We want you to be part of that.
You can count the number of centres that are concerned with dawah and outreach on your one hand in the UK. We want to be that centre. the Prophet said, none of you truly believed until you love for others as you love for yourself. So if you love the deen, you can pass it on to other people. We're at the Clock Tower. This is like an iconic place, isn't it, Riaz?
Yep.
And as you know, this is where we come, we give dawah here. And the plan is to set up a dawah stall permanently now, with exhibitions at the city retreat, invite people with wisdom and fair preaching.
Why did you create the city retreat?
Well, it was for that reason, because when I saw the masajid in Leicester and all over UK, most of them are not dawah focused. In 2011, when I came here to Leicester, we did some dawah, we did some outreach, etc. And then we decided, look, if we're going to do this outreach and this dawah, we need a base in the middle of the city centre. And that's how we got this building, where people can come pray on their own or collectively.
City Retreat is an amazing centre. We do loads of activities here, so they range from different pillars. So we've got our Islamic pillar, so we do Ramadan activities here, we have iftars, we do Taraweeh. We also have our sports and education pillar, so we do private tuition. We've got a madrasa that's running at the moment. We also do junior golf sessions. We've just finished a course of Chinese martial arts. We also have got this amazing Welcome Project, and the Welcome Project is there to support refugees and asylum seekers integrate into British society. So we do things like English classes, how to write a CV, how to apply for a job.
Originally from Palestine, so I'm really aware of how the refugees suffer and what it means for anyone to feel the need for integration in a new place. The City Retreat has played or has been playing a very important role since it started here.
I am Syrian and I came to here to this center, and this center helps me a lot with everything. So with studying and even my driving lessons. So yeah.
So we managed to get the Matalan building adjacent to this building on a charity basis that we can utilize to extend our services to the wider community, and that at the moment is being used for Jummah.
City Retreat is a very important project. It came to be realized when the Muslims in the city thought they needed something where diverse people of Muslims can come together.
This center is good. Why? Because it's more turned to all the people revert in Islam, and we have a lot of revert in Leicester.
It's a nice big place. There's space for everyone to pray. It's not just for a certain type of person. We have space for women, we have space here for men, and there's even space for children if they're with their parents.
City Retreat is more like accepting of everyone. You'd see people from all nationalities, reverts, born Muslims. It's just very accepting.
I can't explain how important it is. This place is what I feel like a masjid should be. It's a community centre, it's a hub for people who want to know about Islam, it's a hub for community.
We here at the City Retreat want to become the #1 place for dawah in the Midlands area. And for us to facilitate that goal and that dream, we need about £500,000.
It should help the center because they help a lot the people really in need. So yeah, I advise the people to come and help them here.
So it's really, really important that you help us, support us in the vision that we've got here. We want you to be part of that.
You can count the number of centres that are concerned with dawah and outreach on your one hand in the UK. We want to be that centre. Prophet said, none of you have truly believed until you love for others as you love for yourself. So if you love the deen, you can pass it on to other people. We're at the Clock Tower. This is like an iconic place, isn't it, Riaz?
Yep.
And as you know, this is where we come, we give dawah here. And the plan is to set up a dawah stall permanently now, with exhibitions at the city retreat, invite people with wisdom and fair preaching.
Why did you create the city retreat?
Well, it was for that reason, because when I saw the masajid in Leicester and all over UK, most of them are not dawah focused. In 2011, when I came here to Leicester, we did some dawah, we did some outreach, etc. And then we decided, look, if we're going to do this outreach and this dawah, we need a base in the middle of the city centre. And that's how we got this building, where people can come pray on their own or collectively.
City Retreat is an amazing centre. We do loads of activities here. So they range from different pillars. So we've got our Islamic pillar, so we do Ramadan